All right, we're going to replace the battery on this Honda Accord. This is going to work for the years between 2013 and 2017. So this is a 4-cylinder Accord. If you have a V6, it's going to be the same process. It's just your battery is going to be a little bit bigger in size. So we already have the hood popped. If you're unsure of how to pop your hood, go ahead and come over to your driver front door, open it up, and pull on this latch right here. And that's going to pop your hood. So once you have your hood popped, the things that you're going to need to perform this service is going to be a 10 millimeter. Now I have a 10 millimeter socket on this drill. I recommend using a drill. You could use a wrench or a socket wrench, but as long as you have a 10 millimeter. So get yourself a 10 millimeter. You're also going to need, obviously, a brand new battery. You can go to any auto parts store or your local Honda dealership, give them your VIN number, and they'll give you the correct battery. Okay? So once you have everything you need, there's going to be 4 points that we need to loosen with our 10 millimeter. This, your negative terminal, and your positive terminal. Okay? So we're going to need to loosen all 4 of those bolts. So grab your 10 millimeter, and we're going to start by loosening up the 2 bolts that are on this bracket. And you want to loosen them to the point to where they don't come off, but to where you can wiggle that bracket. Just like this. So once it's got some play in it, you're going to remove, you can see the little holes down here, remove those from the holes. So get that side out of the hole, and then get this side out of the hole. Once they're out of the holes, you can just pull up on the bracket and it'll come right off. So go ahead and put that to the side. And now we're ready to loosen our negative and positive terminal with our 10 millimeter. And this is the same thing. You don't want to loosen them to the point to where the bolt comes off. You just want to loosen them to the point to where you're going to be able to wiggle your terminals. And they're going to move. So go ahead and take your negative terminal off first. This is important for safety reasons. Always take the negative terminal off first. So take that off, set it to the side. You don't want it touching that post. And then take your positive terminal off. So go ahead and take your positive terminal off, and once again, set them to the side. And once they're off to the side, there's a little battery cover on there. You want to just take that off, pull it right off, set it to the side. And now you're ready to take your old battery out. So go ahead and grab it, take it out. Probably going to need 2 hands for that. And now grab your new battery and put it in exactly how the old one came off. You see the terminal posts have little covers on them. The red is for the positive and the black is for the negative. So put the red cover on the positive side, the black cover on the negative side. And make sure that it's in there properly. If you move it kind of like how I was doing and it's got a lot of play in it, then it's not in there properly. So take the little battery terminal post covers off. Red one, then the black one. Just go ahead and pop them right off. And now we're going to put that black cover back on. Just put it back on exactly how it came off. It should go right on in there. Okay. And now we're going to put our positive and our negative terminal back on. And you want to put the positive terminal on first. So put your positive terminal back on first, and then your negative terminal back on. Push them down as far as they'll go. Grab your 10 millimeter, and now you're ready to tighten them back up. You don't have to over tighten here. Hit them like that and hit the negative terminal like that. Just get them tight. Feel them. Make sure that there's not any play in them, not any wiggle. And now put your bracket back on. And now we're going to put the bracket post back in the holes that we took them out of. Put that one in. Put that side in. Once they're in the holes, you want to pull up on the bracket like this. Pull up as you tighten. That's going to make it easier. And I'm going to have to put the camera down while I do that. But hold the bracket up while you tighten both of the bolts. So I'm going to put the phone down real quick and tighten them. All right, that side. And now they're tight. Okay. Wiggle it. See, that's still got a little wiggle in it, so I'm going to tighten it a little more on each side. Bam, bam. And just make sure there's no wiggle. There's no wiggle anymore. Okay. Double check your positive, double check your negative. There's no wiggle in those. Those are tight enough. You're good to go. You've successfully installed your battery. Now we're going to start the car up. Make sure it starts up. Obviously, if it doesn't start up, then something's not right. Go and push your power button or turn your key on, and the car comes right up. And you notice there's a lot of lights on the dashboard, and your radio is probably not going to be working. You see it says enter code. So you actually don't have to enter in a code. All you have to do is push and hold the power button. So push and hold your power button, and that's going to bring your radio back up. And the only thing that you're going to do from this point is probably reset your clock. And you may have to reset your radio stations. But to reset your clock, you just come in, click that clock button right there, and reset the clock where you want it to. So that's pretty easy of a process. But most of the time when you replace your battery, you are going to have to reset that radio. So go ahead and put all your settings back. And as you can see, there's a lot of lights on the dashboard as well. For this specific vehicle, I know that there's another issue, so that's why these lights are on. But if you replace your battery and all these lights are on, all you're going to have to do is drive the vehicle. Once you hit about 30 miles per hour, all these lights should go off. Thank you for watching.